Okay, we're
Okay,
live
anyway.
into this one. Asterion versus Aster Gaming. We've just seen the knife. And naturally, we don't care about the knives, but either way, we do care about the pistol rounds as Aster Gaming on the T side, catching off Lewis Ravo off guard in mid. Clash will take out that man. And they have just dropped the bomb just all the way in T-spawn, but they are going to make their way towards the B-apps. And it is looking to be like a slow assault here. 2 players on A, trying to bait out these defenses with that A side. Yasin coming in, dropping Slane to 10 health points, but the rotation is coming in now. This is so perfect for Aster Gaming. Clash and the rest of the teammates can just sneak in on that B side. They are just going to storm in now. No more silence for the moment. Spinham is going to plant that bomb on the B side, and Asterion are going to be like, wait a minute. That bomb is not on A, and they're trying to rotate here, but Impress is going to put a bullet in Slane's head. As Kinzo is looking to retaliate on one, but it's a 3-on-5 after bomb situation. This is a very tough one. Can those USPS headshots come into place? Looks like it. Kinzo will find himself the first one to spin him. Spotted another one. Can't land that shot, but Amos will. It is Amos and Fasher. Fasher, remember, has got himself a defuse kit, so it's still possible. Amos will drop one. It is all on to Fasher. 7 health points remaining onto him. And the bomb is taken away. That is Impress to pick himself up 4 kills for Aster Gaming, and the first round will go to them. 1-2-0 it is.
Yep. Pistol round picked up by Aster Gaming. That's a good start. It's a start you can wish for, especially when you're the underdog in this match. I'm just gonna put it out there. So yeah. So on the retake there, the Asterion boys, especially that was actually caused by Aster Gaming seizing control of that kitchen side, basically shutting the door on a fast retake for the Asterion players there. And right now, Asterion going for that pistol force up. A lot of body armor. 2 players with head armor as well. It was Ravo and Kinzo finding themselves in the same corner over towards B. It was Ravo looking at Kinzo like, get out of my corner, boy. This is my town. As right now the push is on towards the B side. Kinzo is actually stacked up on that side. Amos is over there as well. It was Ravo as well, so they could walk in a little bit of a stack here. But that having that said, they don't have a lot of HP. Clash will take down Amos, and it was Ravo somehow being able to pick up a frag with that deagle before he gets taken down from Clash. Kinzo still dancing around that side with the deagle as well. Gonna get naded there by Ferment. And now it's a 1-on-3. Fasher with only a 5-7 to work with. Can he do some more damage, Rick? Is he gonna land a shot into Ferment? Yes, he will. 70 HP left. Gets out of there relatively unscathed there, and it is a 1-on-2. Bomb is taken down. No defuse kit on Fasher, so he needs to get in or get out, and he gets out. As Yasin will take him down there, 2-0, and that is the second round as well. The anti-eco in favor of Aster Gaming, but having that said, they lost 3 players, Rick.
Yeah, it's not all too bad, you know. But still, I mean, Aster Gaming getting another bomb planned, it's not shabby at all for them either. So they're winning the rounds. They are going to go towards BA yet again, and look at Asterion. They're going to make that stack 4-man stack on B. But still, can they stop this onslaught? Amos will pick himself with the first rack. Who's Raven will go down quickly afterwards. Kinzo is going to find one. Flasher as well, following up onto Flasher, in fact, with a double here. Kinzo didn't even get one. In fact, it is Amos, and both Flasher with a double clear now, as Amos will pick up himself a frag on the Fenman. And it's all on to Impress. AK-47 to his hands. Does take out Kinzo. He's got himself the bomb as well, and there's no player defending that A side at the moment. So if he, in fact, makes a clean move towards that side, he could be able to plant that bomb. But we do have Fasher with 1 HP rotating towards that CT side. Impress is going to go for a fake, hoping for Fasher to peek around. As Fasher is just going to be on that right-hand corner. And Impress now to 7 HP, going to get shut down by Amos. As he finished the round, AK shot to that 12-2-2-1. As Aster Gaming lose that round to Asterion.
I have to say, nice shot there from Amos. Good little spray and throw through that box even. Picking up the headshot wallbang there. It is a spot that is not commonly wallbang, but executed perfectly there by Amos. And it is now a sort of gun-on-gun round as Imprez is working with the Tech 9, spin him with the Galil, but it is Ravo on the CT side, on the other hand, with that AWP. We've seen this man do great damage with it. He's going to flash Kinzo in at the top of mid. Kinzo's not going to spot anyone, so that basically tells them one of two things. Either it's going to be a full B execute or a full A execute, and as the smokes are coming out towards A, the Asterion boys know what's up. Slane is towards the lower dark area there with an SMG. All of the T's are clumped up, and now the push is on. They have to wait for that Molotov to be extinguished, and Clash will land that first headshot there. It's Fasher who applies one of his own. Doesn't land the second there on to spin him. Sight is firmly in the hands right now of Aster Gaming. Ferment will come from the middle and take down Lewis Ravo, and now it is Amos finding himself in a 1-on-4, and that is Amos dead as Impress will take him down with a good shot to the head with that AK. And I have to say, like, for all the information Asterion had there, they knew it was going to be either an A or B push. They knew it was going to be an A push as soon as those smokes landed. What went wrong there? Why? Yeah.
Well, actually, Lewis Ravo was counting for a couple of players to be in Palace because he had his eyes peeled on there from Connector, but nobody got there. So his AWP just didn't come into play, and then especially pressure from mid as well just took him out. And yeah, I mean, it went sour quickly. Fasher only picking up 1 kill there is just not enough. And hardly any counter flashes were seen that round as well. But looking like a force buyer for Asterion. And I'm not too sure if that's going to work out well for them. I mean, the 5-7s can do work here. We've definitely seen that from other matches. But still, Aster Gaming now going for that mid control, using the range element pretty much to their advantage. A couple of flashes being thrown out towards short, but they are going to make their way towards Connector. It is going to be Lewis Ravo here with a scout frag on the Clash. Can he get himself another one? Flashes himself in. Spinner being forced away. Hit the AWP from Amos the last round. Fasher though going to get himself a nice little shot onto Ferment. But Spinner's going to plant that bomb. Amos is going to go peek in. Does take him out. And that's going to be denied. The bomb plant. And now it's a 2-on-5. Make that a 1-on-5 for Yasin. And Slane's going to pick up the frag and Impress. And just like that, Asterion are back into this game yet again, onto this round, and Yasin now on the verge of having to go 1 versus 5. He's in Connector. He could well possibly get himself a frag, but he has been spotted out by Kinzo. Kinzo is gonna get dropped though. Slane's gonna show his hand as well. Gonna get cleaned off by Yasin, and now 3 more plays to find. Being dropped to 29 health points. Not gonna happen. Fasher is gonna finish him off. 3-2. There's only 10 seconds left on the clock anyway. So, still, Asterion picking up that round. That is some stellar performance there. And picking up 2 AKs as well in the process. Good stuff.
I have to say that pinpoint accuracy with the 5-7 there from Amos, who actually shot, I believe it was Spinham who was planting, all the way from short to the A-bomb side. I mean, with a 5-7 with a pistol, from that range, it's actually, it also involves a little bit of luck. Like, you have to hit that first bullet on the head. But very, very strong accuracy there from the Dutchman. And right now, Amos continuing a spree on to spin him there. Impress has fallen as well. In the meantime, Fasher will pick up another frag there onto Ferment. That is now already a 3-on-2 situation. And now it's Yasin and Clash who have it all to do. Yasin has control over that bomb though, which was towards the back of mid. This Clash is over towards Palace. Not undertaking anything as of yet, as he is not yet in a position to do an awful lot of damage from. He has Fasher, has his eyes peeled on towards that Palace area. Fasher is going to peek around. Does he realize that Clash is actually already in? Well, he doesn't realize, and he pays dearly for it. Pays with his life. Is Clash going to run out of this? Goose Rave is going to spam through the smoke and take down Clash, and that is 3-on-3. And that is all even Stevens here. Asterion evening it up.
Yeah, and looking at the money situation now for Aster Gaming, it's not going to be good. You're going to be buying 1 250, make that 2 now. 3 in fact. And that's going to be pretty much it. Next round they should be able to buy, but it's going to be just a full commitment towards that B side. No, in fact, they're kind of baiting me. Instead, deciding to go towards the underground and maybe get a kill on the man in the window, which is going to be Lewis Ravo. He's actually going to mully this off, and such a perfect timing as well. Going to check out a crate, going to take out Impress, spray down coming in from Lewis Ravo, and both Slayin and Kinzo combined, and well, that's a game just absolutely decimated there.
Yep, that is wow. That is a slaughter. If you ever saw one. So that means right now another gun-on-gun round. Fasher is opting to go for the SMG there, sticking to the SMG rather, I should say. Where is he going to take that SMG though? He is going to be the man pushing a ramp. He's going to spot Impress, not going to land the frag. If he had had an M4 there, he would have landed the frag. Sadly, did not do so. Impress down to 5 HP though, so that basically renders him out of any aggression in this round. And right now it's a 4-on-4 situation. You have to say that if you look at the HPs, the advantage is for the Asterion boys. Oh, Kinzo, brilliant peek around there. Takes down Yasin. That was actually one of the players as well with 100 HP, so he's going to continue his spree there on to spin him. Second frag coming in for him as well. He's going to rattle off some shots through that smoke. Does he realize that Impress has actually pushed up onto A main already? Well, he's just going to check it on and off. Knows that the smoke has faded now. He's going to actually get taken down there from Clash. Nice little shot there from Clash from the Palace area. And now it is Clash in a 1-on-3 situation. We've seen him in a situation like this before. He didn't accomplish anything. He's not going to accomplish anything once again, as Slain, I believe, was that. We'll take him down.
Well, yeah, I mean, Asa Gaming losing 4 rounds in a row now, and looks like they are going to be buying a couple of Tech 9s, P250s, 3 Tech 9s, 2 P250s. Might just go for that mid push, but they should be landing in the size of Lewis Ravo. He did drop out a smoke. However, Lewis Ravo gonna spam away here, and Clash gonna push him forward, but they are gonna be landing in the crosshairs of Slain and Fasher combined. 2 kills for Slain, 1 for Fasher, and Mose as well joining in the fight. And again, this is just completely annihilation here for Master Game, just getting absolutely destroyed. Look at Lewis Ravo, just hopping up and down. Kinzo's gonna put him out of misery with the Tech 9 to hand. Dropping spin him, and these are the kind of rounds that Asterion are really playing well. They're not losing a single player there, just cleanly picking up those rounds, and that's exactly what you want to see in those kind of typical rounds, typical pistol rounds.
True, but I have to say, like, Asterion game already on 3 rounds. That is a good start, Rick. That is a very strong start, and I have to say that Asterion need to systematically keep picking up rounds if they want to stay relevant in this match, because you need to win this CT side, like, with a good round difference. Otherwise, there's a good chance that you can just get, outplayed on CT. But as I said, that Lewis Ravo will continue fragging for his team. Fament will get the revenge frag onto him, though. So that is 3-on-3, an eye for an eye. And right now, it is a very, very split up push here from Master Gaming. Look at where Fament is. He's over towards window, and he's gonna meet up anytime soon here with Slain if he peeks around the right time. Oh, he's gonna do so, but on the other hand, doesn't land the frag. Slain is actually gonna get the kill there onto Fament. Good little aggression there from Slain. Very, very ballsy move there, and it actually pays off for him. Gonna flash himself out a window, not gonna spot anyone. He knows that there's not a single player towards mid. This is gonna give some information towards Fasher, like, okay, sit tight. They might be in A. Impress over towards those stairs. If Fasher peeks around at the right time, he's gonna spot him. Well, not anymore. Impress dropped down. 2-on-3 situation still, and Impress is gonna make his way over towards that side. 2 AWPs actually for Asser. And Fasher just gonna come around, will pick up the first, gonna land the second as well. Good little cleanup there from Fasher. Patient play, waited for the plan, takes him down, secures Asterion the round. Good play there from Fasher.
I feel a little bit for Fament. I mean, he was in such an awkward situation on the window. Should he peeked? Had he peeked maybe earlier, then he would have killed Slay, and then the round could have been a whole lot different, because then Fament would have completely had that jungle area and would have had so much more map information. But yeah, that was just such an awkward situation here, and looks like the A aggression is going to be on Fasher here, coming out with 2 kills early on. Will get dropped by Spinham though. The man's going to follow up with a headshot. Picked up 2 headshots for man. Picked up 3 for man. as he opens up the A side completely on his own. Amos on his own now in a 1-on-3 bomb after plant. Is it gonna happen though? Clash gonna peek out, gonna get teched up for his trouble. Still though, Amos, 74 health points. Can he do it? Being flashed up in the jungle, gonna throw out a molly. Make sure no Omen is gonna be there in that dark spot. Did just spot a glimpse of Clash out there. Can he actually see him? Or is it just the X-ray that's following me here? We'll spot the head of Spinham, but Spinham will take him out. And what a great performance there from the man, taking out 3 players on the A side. Such a nice entry frag there.
Yeah, and right now, this is where it gets dangerous for Asterion. If Asser pick up 1 more or 2 more rounds, they have played a good CT side, Rick. And that is, right now, it is dangerous. Asterion need to consistently rack up rounds from now on to make this 11-4. Otherwise, they're not going to be sitting pretty on their T side. Fasher, well, he's going to try and do exactly that, as he will pick up the first frag there onto the incoming Acer Gaming players. That is a Yasin down and out of the fight. It is Slane who follows up with a frag of his own. It is Fasher now, taken down from Spinham, who jumped up on the stairs with a little regression there. Ferment again with a frag onto Kinzo. Ferment is showing his worth here. Clash will come around the corner, will take down Slane, will take down Luz Revo as well, but not before Luz Revo took down his teammate Spinham. But right now, Amos finding himself in a clutch situation once again. He is, of course, a solo B player, and the aggression has been towards the A-bomb side like 4 or 5 times. So, Amos, can he clutch it for his team? He's still wary of a player maybe coming from middle. If only he knew that there is no one towards middle, and that the push is full on towards the A-bomb side. Bomb is going to go down, and they're actually going to make their way through CT. Are they going to go to B? No. They're just going to make sure that CT is cleared out. That is actually a smart move. They push together. They make sure that if he's there, they get the refrag. Okay, CT is clear. We're going to plant that bomb. Amos now finding himself in a difficult spot. I mean, he has a kid, but still, he needs to have at least 5 seconds left to defuse that bomb. And he needs to find 2 players and kill them. So let us see if Amos is up to the task. He's going to throw a nade out towards Firebox. He's not going to do any damage because there's no one there. Clash firmly hidden behind that site. Clash comes out. Doesn't find Amos, but Clash will just peek around and take down Amos. Amos just had so many angles to check there. There's no way he could have known where any of the players were. And good little hiding there from Clash, peeking out at the right time, securing Acer Gaming the round. And right now, this is actually the last buy round here for Asterion. After this, they have to eco. And they're in a world of trouble right now, Rick. They need to win this round.
Indeed. I mean, I don't think it was even worth it for Amos to commit to that 1 versus 2. Especially because he had no idea where those players were. And he could have just dropped the gun and have a little bit more cash. Not that it's not going to make such a significant difference, but still. I really don't think... I mean, the odds were all stacked up against him. You can show some hero play, but then again, yeah, it is a 75, and it's going to be a very crucial round there, like you said. If Acer Gaming take this round, they're onto a very good half. And Lewis Rabo is actually going to peek out aggressively here. It does work out, but Ferment does chime back with his AK-47 onto him. And it's a 4-on-4. The bomb, however, all the way on B, as Spinham will find himself a frag onto Ramos. Ferment's going to drop Kinzo. Ferment again doing great work, but Fasher coming back with 2 frags of his own. Make that 3 for Fasher as he cleans out this B side. The bomb's going to be there as well. And Fasher here turning around that round completely by himself. And it's all down to Ferment there, sitting on 2 frags to his name. And he's got 2 more to go. But both Slane and Fasher deciding to push up on these B apps. Just got a glimpse of Ferment. Fasher is going to come on top. And that's going to be your George Foreman for Fasher, 8-5. And a well-needed round for Asterion here.
Yep. When you think that they're out, like they're down and out of the round, Fasher just comes up and racks up frag after frag. And he basically crushes it for Asterion, let's be fair. And that is 8-5 now. Asterion, they need to pick up those last 2 rounds to call it a good CT side. However, I've heard the Asterion boys before. They're confident in their T side, so they're never out. Ferment gonna make his way through that smoke in middle. He's gonna spot Luz Revo. Is Luz Revo gonna land the flick? No, he isn't, but Fasher will take him down. as Fasher is playing from the connector area. Amos and Kinzo in the meantime combine onto the players rushing the B side. It is Amos, I believe, or no, Kinzo is still alive behind that side. He's actually waiting and calling for backup. Guys, help me out here. And that is exactly what happens. Fasher comes in. He will pick up one frag, and Slain will pick up the last frag there to secure Asterion this 9th round. And yeah, well, Asterion, if they pick up 10, they've still done good. But that means they need to pick up at least 6 rounds still on that T side rig. And you have to say, like, CT side is favored on this map, so 6 rounds. You have to win the pistol. You need to pick up at least 3 gun rounds then. So it's still really not over for Aster Gaming. As right now, one of the players of Aster Gaming has already fallen. Let's spin him. Clash will reply with a headshot though onto Fashion. Lose Ravo with a grenade onto Clash. Ferment again with a headshot onto Slain. Frags going back and forth here. Ferment will get taken down by Kinzo. Impress pushes around, picks up 2 of his own. Lose Ravo and Kinzo down and out. And now again, it is in the hands of Amos. He's quicker on the rotate now though. Doesn't have to worry about a player still coming from mid or B. He knows that both of these players are towards the A side. Oh, he's got a spot Impress. Gonna land the headshot as well. 1-on-1 right now. And it is Yasin who will pick up the kill actually. He's gonna jiggle peek it around that corner, taking down Amos. 9-6 your scoreline, and this is very, very good here for Aster Gaming. Picking up 6 rounds on their T side rig, that is big against a team like Asterion. If they win the pistol round on CT, they are sitting pretty, I have to say. Like, that is a very, very good position to be in. So, on the other hand,
it's gonna
Asterion,
be very dangerous. Like,
yeah.
Aster Gaming, I've seen them before. Like, if they get their flashes right on A, because they have 3 flashbangs on the A ramp, you know that, right? And I've seen them one game, it worked out so perfectly. Yeah, 1 flashbang, and then once that flashbang was done, another one came straight in, and there was like 3 of those. It's just perfect. And if they get this timing again right, then Aster Gaming ought to be up for a very good defense. But I mean, Asterion likewise can do very well in their attack as well. I mean, you can definitely not count them out just yet. It's still a pretty even game, but like you said, defense being more favored. But let's see what's going to happen here on the pistol round. It is the USPS pistols after all. And in that regard, anything can happen, even though if you are a man down, those headshots coming in can be very deadly and game-changing. But looks like the Asterion boys, with 4 players, are going to make their way towards A and lining up the smoke, while Slayin all the way over at B is just kind of baiting out on apps, going to make his rotation towards that mid and hoping for the defenders to kind of make a mistake here and over-rotating a touch. But Impress is going to open up the frag count here, shutting down Slayin. They know now that Asterion is actually committed towards that A side. The man's going to drop Kinzo. This is not looking good for Asterion here. Aster Gaming now with a beautiful start onto this round. 2 players though, however, from Asterion in jungle area, and Fasher is going to get himself a kill onto Ferment. 3-on-4. Amos is going to try and commit to this bomb plant, but there's a player just right behind him. It was spin him, but he didn't commit to that peek just yet. Amos is up in the box trying to shut him down, but in come Impress with the headshot onto Amos. It is a 2-on-4 after plant. Clash will take out Lewis Rabel. It's all down to Fasher. And where is he at? All the way down on ramp. The defuse has come in from spin him. Fasher will drop 1, but immediately Impress will take him out with the USPS headshot. It is going to be a 9-7 scoreline. Still to Asterion, but Aster Gaming definitely looking to come back from this deficit here.
Yep, well, this is not the best case scenario here for Asterion. They have got the bomb plant, so that is going to mean a 3rd round buy-up. But it is still a very good round there, especially because they survived with 4 people as well, you know, like, that was a relatively clean round. I mean, it's the pistol, so it doesn't really matter if you die, but still, it shows a lot of confidence, you know, that they basically had no problem reading the Asterion boys, and as I said that, I'm smiling because Yasin is going ham alongside Clash, taking down all of the eco-pushing Asterion players. Looks like will actually, like I said, be a buy here for the Asterion boys. Not a very good buy though. I mean, almost no utility on the Asterion boys side. I mean, we've got 2 smokes and some flashbangs, but no Molotovs or anything of the sort. So it looks like it's going to be a straight up brawl towards middle. Yasin is going to come on top of that brawl as he takes down Kinzo. So that is already the early advantage here in the hands of Acer Gaming on that CT side. And look at the aggression they're applying towards those B apps. Is Ammo's going to be able to pick up some frags here? Well, he's going to land the first. Is he going to land the second as well? No, he isn't going to expect Impress there. And Impress will actually take him down with an SMG there. Doesn't opt to rush through and pick up the AK. Fasher in the meantime will take down Clash. Over towards that, I believe, the mid side that was. So yeah, right now 3-on-3 AKs for the Asterion boys. Only 1 smoke, and it is a Spinham who's going to come around the corner over towards that A ramp. He's going to get double peek. He's going to get traded out by Fasher though. 2-on-2 right now. Bomb. Is it going to go towards A or is it going to go towards B? It is Fasher who's going to take that bomb towards A. It is Yasin who will actually take down Lewis Ravo. And now he knows at least one player is towards window. And that is Fasher now in a world of trouble. Oh, especially when that happens. Yasin peeks around with the M4. Cleans Fasher out with a brilliant headshot burst. And it is 9-9. That is it all evened up, Rick. And that is basically a 10-9 scoreline because the Asterion have to eco.
Yeah, I mean, it was a kind of a trade-off, you know, buying in such a weird buy. You know, they didn't really have any utility, and they kind of really didn't commit to anything. And in that situation, I think you should just commit towards the side, and not just walk around in mid and in all sorts of places and hope for a peak, because it's not gonna happen. And obviously now, just the pistols, they will probably commit towards the B side as they're all around that area. And we can see Impress here is hopping it over on that B wall, waiting for someone to show his pretty face and take that clean off. But yeah, it's gonna be a line of death that is awaiting them. 2 mollies coming out. Ferment's gonna open up the frag count. Ferment with the second one. Impress gonna follow up. And should be a clean sweep here for Acer Gaming here. The bomb's gonna be dropped in truck as well. It's gonna be down to Slane with just the Glock. And that's gonna be it. If Slane gets a kill here, then that's up to him. But I can't get hyped for that. he does take out Impress to 6 HP. So, you know, congratulations, my man. But Slane just gonna die already.
He actually dinked Clash as well. Like, he's a man on a mission. He's ready to do some damage. But right now, first gun round. First real gun round with a lot of utility here for the Asterion boys. Will Lewis Ravo go for the gas cannon? No. Oh, excuse me. No, he won't. It is going to be AKs across the board here for the Asterion players. Acer Gaming also do not have an AWP. Impress even on the FAMAS. Does have a Molotov though, so worth it. As the aggression towards B is actually on for the Asterion boys. They're just going to go for an aggressive B push, which is actually a wise thing to do. It's only Impress holding here, actually with the FAMAS. It is he's going to get support from his teammate Ferment though, from over towards the short side. But still, it is right now the weaker side to push. So Asterion have made a good choice of opting to push towards this side. Ferment is jump spotting it though. Is he going to be able to do some damage? He's not going to be able. He's actually going to be able to throw out that Molotov. He's going to fail it a little bit, and that means Asterion get their way into this bomb site. Ferment is going to walk through that Molotov. Going to pick up 1. He's going to pick up 2, but then Slane will take him down. But still, good damage here. Evening it up here for Acer Gaming. 3-on-3 situation. Fasher is down, 50 HP. Slane down to 69. Kinzo to 72. Yasin will take down Slane with a good little headshot there. It is now a 3-on-2 situation. Yasin on 11 HP though. Kinzo taps that Molotov. Will take down Yasin. 2-on-2. Kinzo will get taken down. Fasher cannot land the headshot there onto spin him. And Clash will jump out that window and take him down. And that is the 11th round here for Acer Gaming. And this is going horribly wrong for Asterion.
Indeed, I mean, still, it's has yet to be said. Both teams in that after-plant situation using their utility, well. But Aster Gaming just coming out with those flashes, just perfectly well timed, and yeah, that just won them the round. And 11-9, really, Asterion will have enough money to buy up again. But that being said, the pressure is going to be really on for Asterion to take in his next round, and it's nice to see that actually Acer Gaming are not really buying ALP yet because it seems to be working out having just M-Force.
True.
And
True.
I don't really know, like, who's the ALP for Acer Gaming? They kind of seem to be switching around more often, isn't it? Clashes?
Yeah, true. Clash tends to AWP a lot. See them AWP on the LAN as well. Did a good job there. But yeah, look at actually at the Asterion. Fasher is on 25 kills. He's outfragging everyone in the server right now, but his team is down by 9-11. Wow, that came out wrong. Anyway,
I hope the Americans are not watching.
Yeah, sorry, that is not what I meant. That is, wow, awkward. Anyway, right now, this is surely going to be a tactical, because Asterion, they have all the money to buy up. So, that means they need to do something different in this round. They don't have an eco round, in which they can talk things through. Looks like they're now buying up. They have made their plan. They're all on the same page. Let's at least hope they are. And they will try their best to pick up the oncoming round. Readies are being exchanged, and that means that the unpause is going to come in. And right now, let's see if Asterion have come up with something smart to secure them around in this match, Rick. In this size, in this half, I should say, because they are yet to pick up a round in this half, and that's trouble.
Yeah, I mean, Fasher, 25 kills, like you said, he's got the least stats and the most kills, and pretty much gonna be like, you have the bomb. He's actually dropped it though. But either way, Luz Ravo actually gonna get himself a nice early kill onto Yasin over towards that mid side. There was still, however, a CT out there. It's gonna be Clash, and he's kind of jumping around, waiting to see if there's anyone out there. But it looks like Asterion gonna go for a bit of a mid control here. Might orientate themselves towards B, but Impress was pushing, gonna get shut down for it. And that's gonna leave Rasta Gaming now in a horrible situation. It's a 3-on-5, the defense is gonna be split up completely, so it's gonna be requiring some hero player, and I'm gonna be looking at Ferment here because he's been playing really well often, and really changing the game sometimes. But here is Clash though, finding himself a first frag onto Fasher for the ZT side, and Ferment dropping Amos through the smoke, and there goes Clash down and out now. Spin him back with the frag with the Ginzo. Slayin will drop Ferment, and Slayin will find himself another one because why not? 11-10, and that time definitely worked out for them.
Yep.
Bit of mid aggression there, but I think it's Acer Gaming just over peaking at that time.
Yeah, of course it has been helped by the sort of lucky frag Luz Ravo got there by spamming through the smoke at connector. That opened things up for them. Because that basically forces the rotator to play more towards the A side, because that side is more weakened now, which basically means a slower rotation towards B, yada yada yada. So, Asterion, I like how they're not going for the exact same thing right now. They're not going for the early mid aggression. They're actually staying out of mid. They're putting Kinzo over towards the mid, just making sure that they fend off the push. But they're not going in there aggressively themselves. And look at Clash. He's pushing up the B apps actually. Amos is gonna take a quick peek. Not gonna spot anyone. And look at the rotation that are now coming in. It is actually Spinham, who's so aggressively up on towards that A ramp. This is actually a position in which you spot the T's more like quicker than like the T spot you, and that is being shown there by Spinham, who takes down Fasher relatively easy without even having to land a headshot. So advantage in the hands here from Acer Gaming, and surely they're gonna know that this is gonna be an A push, and Spinham is just gonna take down Kinzo from the exact same position. Such a strong position. Amos will get a revenge frag there though. Luz Ravo with a headshot as well. And that is now a 3-on-3 situation. Bomb is still on the ground though. Will get picked up now from Amos, who's surely going to put this down. Does he realize that there's a player still inside though? Well, he doesn't realize that Clash is on CT. Gets headshotted down. Slane will actually just look at the side, see Yasin there and be like, hey, wait, you don't belong there. Takes him down with a headshot. 8 seconds left on the clock though. It is Clash finding himself in a 1v2. Slane will pick up that revenge frag, securing him the 11th round. Clash should have just made sure he got the hell out of there when he picked up that kill, because Slane almost... Well, actually, I believe he didn't have any time anymore to plant that bomb still, so... Well...
There was
good
literally
little peek.
1 second left.
Yeah, exactly, so good little peek there from Slane, but Clash maybe should have opted to just run away towards CT. And right now, oh, Kinzo going with that early aggression. Mind you, it is against pistols. They're seizing mid control. Lose Revo chimes in with one of his own as well with the UMP. Tosses a nade on the head of the Clash. Fasher is like completely lost. He doesn't realize where Femand is. Pays with his life for it actually. Clash will come in with the deagle. 2 on 3. These are players Asterion shouldn't lose, and especially not against the equipment that Aster Gaming have to work with. Right now, it is Spinham who actually made his way in underpass. And look at this. I don't think he was spotted, Rick. He wasn't spotted going in towards the underpass, so this is going to be one of the quickest lurks here for Spin. Oh, well, he's either hurt or he's
just
cold.
lost that.
Yeah,
he just lost the element of surprise.
Yeah, Amos is going to toss out a flash. He's going to make his way out of those apartments. He's like, oh, hell no. I ain't getting picked from there. And Spinham is going to continue his push. Slane is going to plant that bomb. Oh, he's going to... Well, I was going to say something. I'm not going to say that. Anyway, Slane spotted him. Spinham now forced to retreat. And no way he's going to pick up this round. Let alone do some damage. They know exactly where he is. Unless Asterion are going to push him, which I don't think they will. No, they're just going to wait for the peek there. Slane is going to rattle off some shots. Peeks out wide. Takes down Spinham with a nice little headshot there. And that is the 12th round. And that timeout, Rick, has done wonders for the Asterion boys. They're a lot more calm. They have a better plan. They clear out middle. They stay away from middle. They're all in the same place. And they win rounds.
Yeah, but what rounds are they? I mean, Aster Gaming, that round before, not the pistol round, but a round before, they pushed out. And they got 2 kills, but then they kept on kind of pushing or staying in those advanced positions, which I think is such a huge mistake. You have the man advantage, why don't you just fall back? And there we go. Now they're doing just that, and looks to be working nicely for them. Clash is gonna get himself an initial kill, but they're not covering mid and allowing Asterion just to run down connector. But Clash here with the second one. Impress did take out the third one onto Fasher. So it's still all good. 2 on 4. It's a very tough situation here for Slane and Kinzo to come back from this one, especially when they have Spinham coming in behind them without Slane or either Kinzo knowing it. And look at his setup here from Clash and Impress. If they do rush Clash, Impress should be able to take him out. But Spinham now just got rid of Kinzo here, and Slane on his own finds himself the first frag. Can he still do it? Impress is low. And he could potentially rush him down, but looks away at the wrong time. Impress will shut him down from the back, 12 to 12. We're back even. And that's a solid round there for Aster Gaming, only losing 2 players. And gonna be having enough money to get a proper buy. But same goes for Asterion. Actually, I tell a lie, they're gonna go for Tech 9s.
Only Amos with the head armor there. And it looks like it will be a fast push. Some flashbangs with some smokes. Look at that. 3-man aggression towards Palace and Spinham. He's just going to get overrun there. It is going to be an AK in his hands. But look at that. 3 of the Aster Gaming players are towards that A side. 2 frags coming in there from Yasin. It was Revo with a headshot on the Fament. It was Revo with no armor, showing his power there. Showing the power of the AK as well. Got 1-tap potential. And right now, Yasin will actually take the loser Revo through his flash. Clash will take that down faster with the AWP. And they lose 2 players. Fament, he needs to be dropped a gun. Still, 13th round for Aster Gaming, a round they really needed to pick up. Even the eco rounds, you need to keep paying attention. We saw that with Spinham there, who just fell after he picked up 1. He actually gave up an AK, and Luz Revo picked up another headshot with that. So always need to be wary of losing those guns to against eco players. So yeah,
Yeah, that's a good point. But then again, like, why was Spinham pushing on Palace? Sure, you want to get map information, but like allowing players to have a gun in that kind of way, it's not good at all. But looks like the A assault is gonna come on yet again for Asterion. They are gonna be committing to that side. This time, no aggression from mid, the full A commitment, and it's gonna be Yasin down to the firebox. He's gonna get shut down by Kinzo. However, Spinham again, very fast coming in the back, but Impress is gonna hold the aggression for a short while, shutting down the most. Clash goes down to lose Ravel here, but Spin coming in the back yet again, shuts down Slane. Ferment's gonna follow up with a frag to Fasher. Flashbang comes in from Spinham, but will get shut down by Kinzo. Did manage to shut that, to actually dodge that flashbang. So 2 on 2. The bombs we dropped on the A side, in fact, in the sandwich area, and Impress making his way towards jungle, holding the cross, and Kinzo is yet to cross, and Impress now picking up on an 8-0 here. Could potentially land that shot, but misses onto Kinzo. That would have been a money shot for Impress, but which didn't land it. So 2 on 2 here, and Ferment rattling off a couple of shots here. Luis Revo peeks out. Kinzo again peeking out. Kinzo does take out Impress. It's all down to Ferment. 1 on 2. Kinzo on 4 health points. It is very possible. Beautiful flick shot by Ferment onto Kinzo. Just Luis Revo now. 1 on 1. Jumps around. Now 14 HP for Ferment. Can he still do it? Gonna spray down Luis Revo. Gets the defuse as well. Beautiful play by Ferment. 1 on 2, bringing it down to a 14-12 scoreline, and that is such a fantastic round, and a well-needed round for Acer Gaming to bring it back a little bit more and increase that score lead with a 2-round advantage.
Why did Kinzo peek? I'm seriously wondering. I mean, he could have delayed, like the push further, and they could have gone for a double peek, but instead Kinzo opted to go for a peak in which, well, you saw what happened. Like, he was so low. Ferment could have just... All Kinzo could hope for is that they would get in a good double peak, so that he couldn't shoot 2 players at the same time. Now he leaves Luis Revo in a position where basically Luis Revo was screwed because his position was known. Also, Luis Revo didn't know in the end there that he actually dinked Impress to the box. Or, no, that was Ferment actually, wasn't it? Yeah, well, anyway, it was Ferment. But still, he didn't know that, so for some reason he just didn't go for the body shots in the end there. And yeah, he lost the round. And I'm not sure, man. I'm not sure if I agree with the peak from Kinzo there, but still. Right now, Yasin is going to take down Kinzo, who was over towards the ladder room. That fight not going the way of Kinzo there. Is AK sure going to be picked up by his teammate now? As it is... looks like it is Fasher who was that towards the ladder room. He's going to be picking up that AK. Slane is going to get tagged up. Not going to get taken down though. He's going to throw a smoke out towards B. Fasher. Brilliant little headshot there onto Ferment. Luis Revo in the meantime over towards A. Gets a lurk frag there. Slane somehow doesn't find his way through the B-abs there. Luis Revo with another headshot onto Spinham. And now Luis Revo's got his work cut out for him. He has to find 2 players. Clash on 3 HP. He's going to try and make his way through that smoke. It's not going to work. Clash is going to be staring at that smoke. And he's going to be taking down Luis Revo as soon as he shows.
Wow. Acer Gaming on a match point. Make that 3 match points, and could well be the end of the match here with just Galeos, 2 Galeos in fact, and 2 AKs, and Tech 9 on Kinzo. It's not specifically great, but they will have to work with it. And looks like the aggression is going to go towards A. Luis Revo with a nice opening frag onto Yasin. Spinamir on CT. What can he do? Actually, the molly's been doused by the smoke of the T's as well, and the bombs will now be planted. It's a very dangerous situation here for Acer Gaming. 4 on 4 now as Impress drops Luis Revo. They have yet to commit towards his side and take it back. Fasher is going to take out Impress. Fasher with another one. Great Galil work. And Fasher nearly getting himself a 3rd one. But Clash will drop Slane. Spinham comes around, takes out Fasher, but Kinzo picks himself with the double. And that's going to put Asterion back into this matchup. And especially now with Acer Gaming just having 2k each on each player. That is disastrous, potentially.
Yeah, well, I have to say though that if you look at the standings, it doesn't matter anymore for Asterion right now, because that would mean, I believe. Oh well, it actually does. If they pick up the draw, that means they would actually end up above the boys of Acer, because they have less rounds lost. So Asterion still have it all to play for. I'm gonna have to check that because I'm still not sure about because the scores haven't been updated yet about the current standings. So still, Asterion, they need to do everything they can to pick up at least 2 more rounds. And this Fermento is gonna be peeking up from window, not gonna do an awful lot of damage. He's now stuck in the corner there. A Molotov thrown at his feet. So it was Ravo with that SG, Fasher with the AK onto Ferment. Impress Spinham and Clash now. Spinham actually picks up a nice little P250 frag from that same window area where his teammate had just fallen. Spinham. It was actually a P2K frag. Kinzo down to 27 HP. This is a very slow round so far, but as I said that, the B push is actually commencing here from the Asterion boys. Slane is going to come around the corner with that AK. He's going to take on Clash. Clash not being able to do damage with that USP. Amos will take down Spinham. And it is now Imprez with that P250 and 21 HP. Surely this is not going to happen. No, Amos will take him down. So right now, this is going to be the round. A crappy buy for Acer Gaming, has to be said, for masses, and almost no utility there for the Acer Gaming boys. A UMP on Ferment. And almost, like I said, no utility. Ferment is going to pick up a Molotov though. Still has 700 left. I'm not sure why he isn't. Oh no, he doesn't have 700 left anymore now. After buying that Molotov, he is also the only one with a kit rig.
And looks like Asterion actually gonna be setting up for his A assault yet again. And Spinamir and Sandwich, he will either do great or he's either gonna die horribly. And with 2 players rushing down on the B apps, they should be knowing by now that Asterion will most likely make their way towards A. Lose Ravo, the only man on apps, and we're kind of just waiting for this onslaught to happen here. Because I'm going to be watching Spinamir. He should be doing all the damage if he's not being spotted, but his spot's being molotoved off, and Spinner's just going to get caught off guard here, and Fasher will take him out, like, completely in the open. And this is now a horrid situation here for Acer Gaming, as everything is falling apart, and Kinzo torches down Clash. Impress the only man to reply, but his position is now being known. He's only got 12 health points remaining. The man is gonna get dropped as well, and that's a very good execute here from Asterion, and a very slow response as well from Acer Gaming.